In today's health headlines, what to know about the dual mutant flu strains, an update on the COVID flu combo vaccine, and could HIV home test be coming in the near future? Joining me is Dr. Anyemo Agbuagu, Yale Medicine Infectious Diseases Specialist and Associate Professor of Medicine at Yale School of Medicine. Welcome.
Hello, Anne.
All right, at least 2 cases of the drug-resistant dual mutant flu strain have been found. What should we know about this? Found where?
Yeah, good question. And I think therein lies the risk that the influenza virus poses, because it's able to kind of mix its genes. And sometimes you have 2 different strains mixing their genes together, which then creates a form of the virus that in some cases can be quite novel and different from other strains, or maybe becomes a little more distant from the original strains. And so 2 of those strains have been found in the US, including one from Connecticut, actually. And interestingly, other countries, and actually I think it's been isolated in over 5 continents. So the concern is that this new W mutant strain is less sensitive to some of the antivirals we have, like the very common oseltamivir or Tamiflu that we use to treat flu. But the good news is that we still have other treatments in our arsenal that are effective against it. So I think, like every other flu strain that emerges, we need to keep our eye on that. I think most of us think that influenza is one of the viruses that keeps the potential to become the next pandemic.
Oh boy, it's always something. All right, trials are finding that the combination COVID flu vaccine create a stronger immune response than individual vaccines. Tell us more about that.
And I think that's very great news, because I think, last flu season, for the first time, we asked especially older individuals to take 3 different vaccines. They had to receive the COVID booster, the influenza shot, as well as the new RSV vaccine. And we found that there was quite differential uptake in those vaccines. And so in the field, there's some efforts to try to combine these vaccines, especially those that share similar seasons of transmission, for example. And so there's a flurry of activity around COVID, RSV, and flu, either 3 in combination or 2 in combination, and those studies are ongoing. I think it's great news that Moderna is reporting that their COVID and flu vaccine combination did quite well and resulted in immune responses that were similar or even greater than giving the individual vaccines alone. So I think it portends well for logistics for vaccines if we can combine them. I think it portends well for uptake, because if you put them together, probably people will be more likely to take them together. So we'll keep watching for further details as they emerge.
That's such a great idea, because people have vaccine fatigue, and to do 3 different vaccines, people will forget some of them. All right, at-home rapid tests to detect HIV are being developed in the U.S. and nearing completion. How soon?
So in the field of HIV, we started to dream of an HIV-free world. And I think that there are many ways that we need to address the epidemic. And one important part of that is being able to identify individuals who are infected with HIV in the community, because they are the drivers of community transmission of HIV. And so HIV self-testing is not new. There's already an oral-based platform that's used. But the drawback of that is that it really has a little bit of a lower sensitivity than the laboratory test, roughly about 92 to 93% sensitivity, which means you miss 6-7% of cases with having false negatives. But I think this is an effort to try to improve on the sensitivity of these at-home tests. This will be a blood test that's being developed. And I think the goal is to be able to produce a rapid test that's easy to use and that provides accurate results. And I think that'll be great for HIV self-testing.
All right, doctor, thanks so much for being with us. Lots of information here.
Thank you, Anne. Nice to be here.
Take care.